Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. My name is Morgan, and this is the Health Chronicles. And since today is Thanksgiving, I thought that I would share my vegan macaroni and cheese that I'm going to make today. The recipe comes out of Cooking Up Good Health, a marvelous cookbook by Miss Donna Green Goodman. And the name of the recipe is Judy's Slammin' Mac and Cheese. We have a macaroni that we have boiled, and we use this whole grain, which is an excellent source of fiber, as it says, medium shells. So first, sorry. But anyways, we have our macaroni here, and the recipe says that we're going to use 2 tablespoons of soy margarine. And this is the margarine we're going to use, Earth Balance Original. So we're going to take 2 tablespoons of this. And we want to put it in our macaroni that we have just boiled. 1 tablespoon. Uh-oh, can't see what I'm doing. There we go. 2 tablespoons. Me, when I cook, I'm usually a little, heavy with my measurements just to make sure we get everything and everything's well seasoned and things like that. So we have our 2 tablespoons of margarine, and then next we're going to use 1 tablespoon of soy sour cream. And like I said, I like to be a little heavy with my things. The types of cheeses that we'll be using today for the recipe, we have our Follow Your Heart, Vegan Gourmet, Monterey Jack, and also some cheddar cheese as well.
It's recording.
She said it's not.
But she can hear, but they can hear you talking.
Anyway,
I'm not loud.
so we also have this cheddar cheese and Monterey Jack that we have already shredded, and we're going to use 3/4 of it after we've already put our margarine and our sour cream here. So we're going to put probably about half or so of this because we want to save the remainder of it for when we put it on the top of our macaroni and cheese. Okay, so I've already shredded up all the stuff so we can have this process going quickly. Okay, so we're just going to mix this up a little bit. See what's going on? All right. We're going to add this so that it can melt as the package says it melts. Okay, so once we kind of get this mixed up a little bit, we're going to make sure all of our stuff is in here. It's getting mixed. Next, we're going to add your nutritional yeast flakes. I have purchased these from Whole Foods. Shout out to Whole Foods. Pretty amazing. And we're going to use about half a cup of yeast flakes. Once again, I'm not really a big measurer, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little of the yeast flakes in here. That should be good enough. That looks like about a cup or so. All right, yeast flakes, lemon juice. I just had this. This is from Concentrates. Better to use fresh, but, we're going to work with what we have, and we're just going to use this lemon juice here, and we're going to use a tablespoon of lemon juice. I already have a little sour cream stuck in there, so we're going to have to use a little extra. There we go. So we have our lemon juice that we're going to put in there, and some salt. It says sprinkle some salt in there. I'm just going to sprinkle it, until it looks about right, and we just have some regular old sea salt here that we're going to use. Sprinkle some sea salt along with some other seasonings that I have. All right, so we've added all of our ingredients. We also added 2 cups of plain soy milk to our macaroni and cheese here.
A boy, girl.
I don't know.
Excuse me. This is how it is sometimes on Thanksgiving Day. Your family's here, you're trying to cook, you just gotta go with the flow,
And she's spending Thanksgiving with the ghetto family.
The best family. All right, so we have our macaroni and cheese here. Can you see that it's all mixed up, looking pretty good, juicy? But today I'm going to add a slight little variation to the recipe. My sister made a fiesta squash zucchini casserole, so she had a little peppers and things left over. So I'm going to just put that in here as well to mix things up a little bit, to give it a little extra seasoning and a little extra crunch. Just before, it's good to go by the recipe, but you want to make sure that everything tastes okay before. Pretty good. Need some more seasoning. So it's about ready. We're gonna take it and we're gonna put it in our casserole dish, and we're gonna be ready to put it in the oven. Okay, so here I have our macaroni. We're gonna mix up a little more since we added that extra salt in there. Also add a little turmeric, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, things like that. We are just going to place the remainder of the cheese that we have on top of our casserole. Once again, we're using our Monterey Jack and some cheddar. We're just gonna kind of spread it out over the cheese. So now that we have spread our cheese on top, we're just gonna take it, wrap it up in some foil, and place it in the oven on 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. After that time, we will uncover it from the foil, and we will turn the oven on broil and let it broil so we can get that really good cheese, get it melted, and have it crunchy. All right, we'll be back in a bit. All right, the macaroni is done. I'm about to take it out of the oven and have my niece taste it to see how it tastes. Show you. Woo, hot, hot, hot. There it is. All done. I have my little niece here taste the macaroni and cheese and tell me how it tastes, Shay. Okay, let's let it cool off a little bit. Is it hot? It's too hot? It's probably very warm. We did just take it out of the oven. It's good? Very good. All right, people. So here, once again, we have our slamming macaroni and cheese. And see, we turned the oven on broil, and we got a little brown here at the top, just to make sure, you know, it looks like real macaroni and cheese. Although we use our, you know, Follow Your Heart vegan cheese, it looks like the real macaroni and cheese. But however, when you eat this, you won't have to worry about feeling drowsy afterwards or feeling sluggish, because, you know, all the ingredients that were used aren't, you know, from ingredients that are going to be harmful to your body. Of course, you want to eat everything in moderation and not overconsume things. But once again, this is a healthy alternative, you know, for macaroni and cheese, especially for Thanksgiving. And macaroni and cheese is a staple for this holiday. Once again, I appreciate you joining me today on the Health Chronicles, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a happy holidays. Goodbye.
Very professional.